Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Starlink, the battle for Atlas, Starfox Edition Switch.
Woohoo!
Like, comment, subscribe for more sci-fi goodness. Because that's pretty much what this game is.
I noticed that you just did a barrel roll there, Luke.
Yeah, I did a barrel roll. Alright, so we're heading to this planet, and we're gonna go clear it out. Again.
Much as I hate this creepy place, we can't let it get consumed by Legion.
We could let it get consumed by Legion and just say, we missed a planet.
Yeah, what if we just needed a break on the weekends and we were like, no, I want to go see a movie and not worry about the Legion attacking this planet.
Yeah, totally. That would be a thing.
What if, like, Aquaman and that PG version of Deadpool was out and some other stuff? And they were...
PG-13 version of Deadpool.
Oh.
With Fred Savage.
Okay.
That's the only reason I'm going to see it is because of The Princess Bride.
You're gonna be so disappointed, I think.
Well, if I'm disappointed, then maybe we'll see the Spider-Verse afterwards.
Right afterwards?
We might marathon, we'll see. I've done that in a long time.
What is it? I've never done that.
Yes, we did. Avalon.
We did? Mm-hmm. Saw 2 movies in one day?
Yep, matineed.
It's pretty cool, Luke.
Yeah, it was.
Ready for deployment.
I don't know.
Our forces grow ever stronger.
Yes! Do your armory thing and stop failing. Stupid game.
Yeah, I don't know, I guess I could keep thinking about when people were asking me, oh, what would you do if you didn't have 2 jobs and school to go to? It's like, oh, you'd probably go crazy, like, at home, but it's like, first of all, I'd be cleaning the basement like crazy if I had some extra time.
We just need if we throw out those old boxes that are nearly empty and consolidate stuff, we can make the basement look a lot nicer.
Yeah, I wanted to put a green screen down there and everything, because there's tons of room down there.
Yeah, but right now it's like it's a box fort of mostly empty boxes. But we were saving those in case we're gonna move, but we're not gonna move for like 3 years.
The next thing I would do is be able to actually go to the movies with my husband without stressing like, oh, I need to get back home so I can get to work, or I need to get back home so we can get our job done so that we can get to sleep and you can edit and then I can go to work early in the morning. I could actually just go to the movies without thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Luke would, we could actually go eat something or something.
Yeah, we used to do a lot more stuff.
Warning.
Atmospheric corruption.
Flight engines are affected.
That just means I'm gonna turn into, yep, there it is, tank mode again. I would say half of this game, more than half, you are tank mode. Whee! Oh yes! There we go. See, look at that, I get some XP. Oh, more of these things. Hello!
Crush Giant. Ancient Extractor.
Wait, it's called the Crush Giant?
It says Crush Giant as a label for it.
Is he related to the Crush Soda?
I was thinking the same thing. I haven't seen Crush Soda in forever.
I wonder if it still exists on this planet.
You know what a lady was asking me the other day, and she said she could not find the candy bars anywhere. And I was just thinking...
There's a whole candy section at your store, though.
No. A specific type of candy bar that someone requested for Christmas. Score candy bars.
What?
Score, S-K-O-R-R. They're a candy bar. You've ever seen them before? I have seen them. Just like I can never find my 100 grand candy bars anywhere.
They have it at your store.
Oh, okay. Because you're the only one who can never seem to find that for me.
But they just have the tiny 100 grand.
Yeah, they don't have the big kind. I think I got addicted to 100 grand when I was in 5th grade, actually. Oh yeah, I remember exactly when I had my first 100 grand bar. We visited Washington, D.C., and there was 100 grand. We were in the gift shop, and I tried a 100 grand bar, and it was like, I was hooked.
The candy people got you.
Yeah, definitely.
Extractor destroyed.
Oh, and before I forget, people, Lego Harry Potter will be coming back after we complete Star Fox. We are in the end game right now, so Amber and I are doing our best to try to finish series that we started in 2018. Although it looks like we'll only be able to finish Star Fox and Lego Harry Potter.
Yay! Oh yeah, I have to go through all that and figure out what we were supposed to do. Actually, you're probably gonna end up doing that.
Actually, we ran into a game-breaking glitch and I had to restart.
Oh, that's what happened.
Mm-hmm. You were supposed to hand that to the dude who was standing next to the gate.
But he didn't take it because the thing glitched up.
And also since then, TT Games has kind of like updated the collection. Like they patched it, so... But yeah, we still had to start over. We weren't that far though, we were only on the second book of,
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Well, thank you for doing that. Yay, Starfox music!
And this weekend I'm gonna be starting Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, the livestream series.
So, yeah, actually, I don't know if we were talking about this on this game before, but, oh yeah, Birth by Sleep, that's gonna be really awesome. But, you know, we were talking about the Starfox animation movie, and then Luke actually showed me since then the Starfox anime promotion thing.
The thing that will make you wish that you had more episodes.
Which looks kind of like Robotech, kind of like an anime fighter. And, I have to say, if I could choose anyone to do Star Fox's voice, it would be the guy who already does Star Fox's voice.
He's been doing Star Fox's voice for some time now. I think since Star Fox Assault? Because it's not the same guy who did Star Fox in Star Fox 64.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he sounds great.
Uplink established.
Nintendo is trying to do the thing like they did with Mario, and they just have the same consistent voice being the character.
I think Star Fox's voice would sound cute as Brendan Fraser, though, to be honest. It would be cute.
Yeah, it would. Well, but just to go back to our previous topic from yesterday, Amber said that she thinks Jamie Foxx would sound pretty good as Star Fox because he has a cool voice.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I did. Or any of the other characters, but yeah, he would sound cool, especially.
This planet takes so long. This is called Necrom. So like necromancer planet. Whoops.
Yeah, and never mind, forget it. Never mind.
Reminder: corrupted Nova samples like this are a valuable resource.
Yeah. Well,
Just like when I was telling Luke stuff off the record, I'm not gonna say the first thing I said, but after that, I have to say that yes, Star Fox is cooler than Crom. That's all I'm gonna say about this over here.
Alright, there's the Prime. So, got another cloud thing. No places to build, though, that's a problem. So the only thing we built so far is just an armory.
Such a high price at any outpost.
Yeah, I was surprised at because I would think they would have made that, you know, promotional video kind of dumb or something, but they made it so anime-like that it was so cool to watch. Like I was, and I remember that I was trying to figure out what was going on, and I was like, oh yeah, they were using VNA. And it took me a while to figure that out, and then I said, wow, I like how that they didn't over-explain that, and you had to figure it out by watching. And then Luke was like, yeah, that's called anime. You don't over-explain everything. And that's how I hope they would do it. I hope they wouldn't dumb it down the way they do modern movies and make it so you over-explain everything.
No explosion! Just kind of
I feel
imploded.
like gypped. Like, I feel like I was denied the explosion that needed to happen.
Well, I mean, that was a big dude that we just took down, so yeah.
I'm an American. I demand explosions in all movies and games that I watch.
Oh, and if you guys are wondering, how in the world are you able to fly while holding objects now? I've increased my cargo ability, so I can fly now while holding objects.
Oh, that's awesome.
There are upgrades in this game. So just maximize all your upgrades from the Equinox is the name of their ship, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also increase the strength of your vigilantes through that mode as well. It's just a little upgrade menu, no big deal. Okay, so... I'm on fire, I don't appreciate that.
It's just very difficult to picture different voices with animal faces to them because it's hard to know what humans would sound like as an animal. That Zootopia was really interesting. That kind of gave you an idea of what everyone sounded like as an animal. But, yeah.
Alright, so we're getting in a little bit better shape.
Extractor destroyed.
Whoops.
I do love all the color in this game, though.
Destroyed.
It's one thing I really like about it.
Speaking of stuff destroyed, I think,
To anyone receiving
oh,
this,
wait.
I'm
Notice.
stranded. Help me.
Oh, nope, it did get blown up.
So-
That core that we were carrying, like, blew up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you want to know something that was kind of fun that happened to me yesterday, like at
Sure.
my job?
Bit
Or,
off a bit more than
yeah,
I
it
can
was
chew
yesterday.
there. Much obliged, friend.
So, like, there was, like, a bunch of people getting, like, cookie mix and, like, different cookie chocolate chips and stuff, but this little kid and his dad came through the line, and they were, like, the little kid was so excited. They were, like, beaming, and he was talking about, he's like, usually mom makes the cookies, but today the men are gonna make the cookies.
Aww.
And, like, they were talking about how they were gonna make cookies for mom, and I was like, oh, wow. I was like, usually I make it from the mix, and then they said, nope. They said, we've got the flour and the brown sugar and the chocolate chips. They're like, we're gonna make it from scratch this time. And the little kid's like beaming, really proud of himself. And he's like, we're gonna make cookies for mom from scratch. And me and dad are gonna do it. I was just like, I don't know. I just wish I could film this right now because this is so cute. Like, it was really adorable. So, yeah. I was like, I'm gonna take this little moment and put it into my heart and stow it away for a rainy day. It was very cute. And their mom was standing right there, like, kind of like behind them, like they were really excited about it. And
Nice. Looks like a great
so
spot.
hopefully,
What do you
to
think?
that
Wanna
dad
set
and
up
kid,
shop?
I hope you guys made a good batch of cookies for mom today.
You said batch of kittens.
Starlink. I hope this orbital period finds you well.
That would be
Yeah.
terrifying.
New sensors.
I would have to call the authorities on you.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah, you want to keep kittens on the ground, not in the kitchen.
Okay, so we're just gonna upgrade one more time, and that should give us a good view.
Well, actually, the reason why they started talking to me a lot was because I was talking about how my husband really likes to try to bake, even though he doesn't really know how to bake very much, but he tries and he likes it. And they're like, "That's cool." They're like,
I'll have you know I can actually make a cake
"You've made a cake before?"
from scratch.
Really?
Yep.
I don't even think I've made a cake from scratch before. Oh my gosh, Lou. Baking skills are actually kind of...
It was before my accident though, so I don't know if I remember.
I remember seeing you and your friend in this vlog a long time ago where you were baking and stuff. I can't
I used to
remember.
make gingerbread men from scratch too. And I made like that ice cream pudding that was my favorite.
Because
The summer pie
Oh, yeah.
that my grandma used to make.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll have to make that again.
I miss that. I do miss that.
Atmospheric corruption
You know
detected.
what I learned
Flight engines
about
are
Jell-O
affected.
recently from my chef that I'm taking that I'm in school with? My teacher said that Jell-O is made. You know, like actually the French make something kind of like Jell-O. It's like a very, like we had to make what is called consomme broth. It's like a really fancy broth, and it's like you take beef stock and you boil it down till you get the gelatin, and you're getting a lot of the gelatin that has a lot of the vitamins and like minerals that you need for your bones and for your lungs and stuff to function. Jell-O has all that in it. And he said if you have trouble growing like your bones, your nails, hair, and different parts of your body, if you eat more Jell-O, it can actually make you stronger.
Wow.
It literally has vitamins in it. Those tiny packets of Jell-O.
I used to eat a lot of Jell-O.
Yes, I didn't know it was good for you. It is. It is good for you.
Okay, so just so I can tell you guys what we're doing, basically we're rebuilding parts of the planet. Well, we've never been on this planet, so we're fortifying it the way that we would, you know, any other planet.
Amazing. We're collecting electrum at peak efficiency.
So we built a observatory, a barracks, and now we just built a refinery. So next up would be a workshop, And I don't really know what else, but you can see half of the planet is now viewable, which is good. But we've almost secured this planet, so I'd say probably about another 10 minutes before we can leave.
Cool. But yeah, I'm gonna get more Jello now, Luke.
Go for it.
And your summer pie has Jello in it, so that we should make more of that. That's actually healthy for you. So when you were eating that summer pie, that actually probably you probably liked it because you were actually getting like vitamins and stuff. Eating that.
Oh, I'm gonna be so glad when this game's over. It's overstayed its welcome for me. I'm just kind of like, I'm going through the motions, like it's becoming subconscious. You're talking about the most unique things, and I'm just going through this like it's second nature. Amber and I actually saw a really cool Starfighter game, but it hasn't released yet.
Well, Luke was showing me
Squadron 42.
And Squadron 42
with Mark Hamill,
which is kind of based on the old
Wing Commander
Wing
property.
Commander.
Nice work.
Well, it's similar to it. The different aliens and
yeah. Well, you showed me the old Wing Commander, and I was blown away. That was awesome.
Next to Warcraft, that was probably my dad's favorite video game franchise.
That was an amazing franchise. The fact that, you know, I was gonna say Luke Skywalker acted in it. The fact that Mark Hamill acted in it with that guy from Indiana Jones and some other people. That one guy looked like a pretty famous actor that I remember. And like a lot of, like on the Wing Commander stuff. And like, yeah, that was really intriguing storyline actually.
Lieutenant Commander Blair is who Mark Hamill played. And then when Freddie Prinze Jr. played Blair in Wing Commander, everybody was upset because
because Mark Hamill was in it.
Well, I mean, they could have had, as you saw, Mark Hamill had a commanding officer who was much older than him. So he could have played any role. Like,
why would they not?
And they didn't give him anything.
He was part of the reason why that series was so successful.
Yep.
So it's kind of like a slap in the face not to have put him in the movie.
I still remember on the back of the box, one of the Wing Commander games said, featuring like the hero of Star Wars, Mark Hamill, like, you know, when he was promoting Wing Commander. Wow. It's like Luke Skywalker's in this game, you know, playing a different character.
It's pretty awesome, actually.
And what's funny is that was actually the same time that he was voicing the Joker, so I think part of him knew that he had to do some kind of hero role at the same time, or he would go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, to see these guys, like, acting on just green screens in costume, you know, back in the mid-90s, when, you know, green screen effects didn't look all that great, pretty fake, like a PBS show, it was so cool to see Mark Hamill and company, like, really into it. Like, they were acting their butts off.
I know, they were. The acting was fantastic.
And it wasn't cheesy acting either.
No, it was really good. It really... I mean, even though those aliens looked like people with lion masks on, they were still... They didn't act like it was this, you know, cheesy thing at all. They were serious.
Yep.
Which I kind of like how he said he's going back to that now with the new 47 or 42.
Although 42 is a completely different story with, like, different aliens. It has nothing to do with the Wing Commander stuff, except for the fact that some of the spaceships actually use machine guns, like in Wing Commander, and the ship design is very similar to what the ships in Wing Commander look like.
Yeah.
They kind of went for a more realistic approach to what starfighters would look like.
But if you think about it, like, acting on a green screen would really test your acting chops, because it would be just like if you were in a classroom setting and you were doing like a role play thing. Mm-hmm. You know, like with no costumes, nothing else. I really liked hearing, if you guys basically look at interviews with Mark Hamill talking about his performance coming up in 42 or whatever. He really talks a lot about just different things that... The way he was talking about all the different things that he's done was, like, really, really interesting to listen to, actually.
Inventory's looking hefty, Starlink.
Yep. And originally the game was called Star Citizen, but it didn't, like, lose the developer, but the name ended up changing when they switched publishers. So there was a different company that was going to publish the game, and now it's someone else. But there is a closer release date. Now, the game was supposed to come out in 2012, then 2015, and then 2017, but it has a tentative release date of late 2019 or early 2020. So we're getting close to probably what I would consider Game of the Year whenever it releases, because so much went into it.
Yeah, and even Henry Cavill apparently is gonna...
Henry Cavill is in it, yep.
And especially, and other people that are pretty well known.
On the map.
And I like that there was a guy in the comments that was like, "Oh, I started supporting this game before I had a family, and now I'm married with kids." Like, so apparently it's been in development for quite... I like the name Star Citizen better, though. I don't know if I like 42. You can't tell what that movie's about.
Squadron 42.
Oh, Squadron 42. Yeah, that sounds better with the Squadron.
Because most of the game, like Wing Commander, takes place in a, spaceship.
Yeah, and there's actually film of a little bit of game footage available.
Pre-alpha footage.
Pre-alpha footage, and you can see Mark Hamill's character talking, like, in the intercom a lot.
Yes, you can.
I like how he says he's a grandpa now and he can't play games very well, but he's literally in a game, which is awesome.
There we go. That's what we wanted. It's prime time we dealt with you.
I wish that these primes didn't all look the same, though. It'd be cool if they all looked a little different.
Like, change their color or something?
I don't know if some of them had more legs, or if some of them were, like, different colors, or if they didn't all... I don't know. I just don't... I don't like that they all look the same.
So this is an arch prime. It means we can't take it down as easily. We have to follow it. I hate how those things walk, though. It does look like a spider.
It's creepy.
I don't like that. So we know for a fact that these primes go and they destroy these, like, weird drilling sites. So if we take down the drilling sites, then the primes are pretty much helpless. Sort of.
Oh, yeah.
Nah!
Recover.
Wow, I'm hitting everything. It's like I'm letting you play.
Yeah, actually... Wait, am I playing? No.
No.
You're actually playing.
Yeah, your thing is charging because we've recorded a lot of Smash Brothers. Which is good. I mean, I'm glad that we're doing classic mode for all the characters. It's a lot of fun. And then we'll get back to Pokemon and wrap that up. I'm just waiting to see if we'll get some assistance from our subscribers. Because I can't go and make those master Pokemon needed to, to do that. That would take too long. Uh-oh!
Oh, right. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
Yeah, I mean... Oh.
The hatches are open. And wait for it. Okay, that didn't quite go as planned. Try again. There we go.
Yay.
Boom, baby. Man, the enemy is literally toast.
Yep.
Flame broiled. Bad guys.
Delicious.
It is. Alright, time to take out Mr. Prime. Where did it run to? Nowhere to run to, Prime. Wait, where did it go? No, I lost it! No! No!
Oh,
Me and my
where's the Prime?
stupidness. It might be here in this, like, thick cloud of death. Let's try that.
Let's try going into the thick cloud of death, Luke.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yay!
Okay, so we've been on this planet now for 21 minutes. Hooray.
Hooray!
But it's all necessary in order to finish the game. But the end game has taken us... We started the end game on episode 13. What episode is this? 18! See? This game just drags on.
The scenery pretty, though.
Yeah, I suppose.
Well, the sky looks a little bit dark today.
Good news. Electrum shipment just came in from our prospector friend.
Thanks, cowboy
Okay, looks
alien.
like a scarecrow.
Kind of.
Warning. Atmospheric corruption detected. Flight engines are affected.
I don't care about atmospheric stuff. I just want to know where Mr. Prime is.
Your ship is so cool.
I would like to have an R-Wing. R-Wing's pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, the game looks really cool. You guys can just type in Star Citizen and you can learn a lot about it. It's... I would say the story would be comparable to modern games that you know, like Mass Effect or Halo, you know, but I would say that Wing Commander always beat a lot of those modern games in terms of storytelling. Like, it was one of the best sci-fi properties that lasted for 4 games, and even made it onto the PlayStation.
But you guys are gonna need to, like, check out 42 Squadron. And it looks so good, it could be a movie, but it's better than a movie. It's too good to be in Hollywood.
It's been in development so long that people are saying it should just end up as a movie, and it's like, no, it needs to be the game.
It needs to be a game, because that's what Wing Commander was. It had awesome live... You guys don't understand what we're saying. It was a game with live action cutscenes. Like, live action. Like, people literally acted out the cutscenes.
It looked like Red Dwarf, like with cutscenes. Yeah. Except they didn't quite have the budget of the Red Dwarf.
Bit off a bit more than I could chew there. Much obliged, friend.
Hopefully people know what that is. You used to watch it! It was on PBS. Red Dwarf.
Bit off a bit more than I could chew there.
It was a British show.
Okay.
Never mind. There's the Prime!
I probably watched it, I just... Why is it that I can't remember half the stuff that I...
Because you're 51st dates, Amber. You can remember smart stuff, but fun stuff you have a hard time with. That's a fact.
My brain is saying, like, okay, this is important, this isn't, like,
Okay, so... now where?
Like, how to figure out what the speed of light is. Okay, this is important. What games that you played with Luke 10 years ago? Filter out. My brain says not important. Sadness.
It was one of the first shows we watched when we were married.
I'm sorry.
It was on reruns.
I'll watch it again and then I'll remember it.
I can't really watch those shows anymore. I've moved on to other tastes, but it was popular when I was a kid, and it lasted for a pretty long time. It was about this janitor in space who's like the last sole survivor on his ship, and his annoying roommate somehow ended up being programmed as the ship's artificial intelligence.
Oh my god.
And he follows him throughout space. Even though he's no longer human, the AI ship is his annoying roommate.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of sounds familiar to me.
It was a really weird show, though. It lasted so long, and the entire premise is just kind of remembering what Earth was, and they're stranded. And even though the other guy is not alive anymore, he's the ship's AI, so he's still kind of like in hologram form as a person, and he's still just as annoying as he was when he was alive. But yeah, everybody was disintegrated. Except for the janitor who was accidentally in storage or something, like hibernation.
Oh my god.
It's a comedy. It's like a dark comedy. I would say it's for all ages because it was on PBS, of all places, so...
Yeah.
And PBS late night was not really a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was on public television, so...
That's funny.
Yeah, it was kind of funny, but I wonder if Space Quest got the idea for a janitor from Red Dwarf. Like, because it's similar sometimes. And Space Quest is a series I would love to see come back, because King's Quest came back.
Yep.
And we still never got to play the new King's Quest. We have it downloaded either on our PS4 or our PS3, I don't remember.
Cool.
Well, it came out in 2015, and we were going to look at it, but we never ended up. Because we were like, no, our audience won't watch a point-and-click game. We were worried about only 10,000 people watching.
Well, I was worried about getting through it because I can never figure out what's going on. Like, go to the door, check the door, you were locked in.
Arch Prime is dusted!
Check the window, it's locked. Check the wall, it's locked. I guess you can't go anywhere. You cannot move. Good job.
You guys realize that was not a small prime. That was an arch prime.
They're just like, nice job.
Yeah,
Make
they're
sure that
just,
you get the
you know,
core before you leave.
This game is becoming too routine that nobody cares anymore.
Great job, Starfox. You're
even the NPC characters are just
adequate.
kind of like, Oh, we're still playing this game? What?
That's why it needs more enthusiasm. It needs like, you took out another Arch Prime, you guys are amazing! And it needs some medal ceremonies. I need to see us get some awards in this game. I need to see Starfox have a parade thrown for him.
He never had a parade. They always leave.
But there should be a parade starting to happen before he leaves.
The galaxy is in your debt, Starfox.
That's right. That's what we need to hear.
Yeah.
We need to hear positive reinforcement.
And then Starfox is just kind of like, right before the parade begins, they're like, you guys ready? We got paid, right? And they're like, all right, let's move out. And right when General Pepper's talking, they're like, where are you going, Fox? It's like, sorry, General, but we gotta go.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear, Luke. Oh my god.
And you don't even know where they're going. They're just running, and it has that really cool ending where they're, you know, bump, 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 da 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 da,
yeah.
da 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 da. And they're just running.
I think
and then Great Fox comes up in the background with the sunset.
Yeah.
It's looking hefty, Starlink. Come on,
I think they're
folks,
running to their
we should use
ships.
them.
Yeah, but you don't really know why they're leaving. Maybe they just don't like ceremonies.
I think that they don't like, they're not people that like to be, they're not doing it for the praise.
They're doing it for the money.
Exactly. That's it.
Welcome back, Starlink.
I still remember how big the bill is when they give it to,
Yeah, it's ginormous.
Eliminate a prime.
As it should be. It teaches you early on, if you do a really great job at things, you get paid a lot. That's a great lesson to teach kids. Like, if you want a nice house and get paid, do an excellent job at your job. It's actually a pretty good life lesson, actually.
Yeah, except for YouTube, it doesn't work.
Well, it works
It used to.
most places, though.
Most places
in
it
general,
does.
that is the rule.
All right, so the Prime is gone. That means this planet is totally cleared out. We'll let the Guardians that we've put on this planet deal with, we don't need to take out those smog generator things.
All right, ready? We're leaving?
We are leaving. All wings report in. Falco here. I'm grumpy.
Slippy here. I don't know the rest of the tune.
Your father helped me like that too.
I don't know what goes after that.
I could think about it, but it would take a bit. All right.
Yeah. There we go. That was amazing. It kind of reminds me of the three. I know you're not like a big fan of the Three Amigos, but the Three Amigos, every time they get paid in their movie version of themselves and their actor version of themselves, the village tries to pay them, and then they'll say then they look at each other and then they throw the money back and they said, our reward is that justice has been done, and then they ride off into the sunset. And then when they actually get paid by an actual village, they look at each other and then they decide to do the same thing. Like, they do the same thing as if they're movies.
Yeah, but the difference is, Starfox actually takes the money and runs.
I know. I know.
They're a mercenary force.
Yeah, well, if they don't have their money, how are they going to build up their ships for next time? I'm just saying. Like,
Yep, there's repairs, there's upgrades.
I think that they have a nice vacation every time they finish a job.
I always figured that they had another mission to go to, but they never really hinted at.
Very few Legion readings on my end.
If they would have made a Starfox 64 2, you know, right at the height of Starfox, like right before the end of the 64, that thing would have sold like crazy. It was like one of the most popular games on the N64. And it changed flight sim games forever.
You have to admit though, getting paid, even though you're not actually paid that money,
where do we start?
Getting virtually paid all that money at the end feels really good. It's like, oh yeah, like I earned this. Oh yeah, like I am rolling in it right now. It's like I am a well-paid professional.
So the game is telling us that we have to build a tower, but I don't see a tower as a list of things we can build, so I don't really remember how to do this. And like I said, I've already completed this game because, you know, I just want it to end, but now I can't remember. We've been, you know, deja vuing planets now since episode 13, for crying out loud. And I have no idea. I can't remember how to build the tower.
What day is it? What planet are we on? Where are we?
Well, every
What galaxy
planet
are we in?
you have to understand that almost every planet is the same thing, even though the planet looks a little bit different cosmetic-wise. It's the same thing. Build a base, wipe out the enemy horde,
Yeah,
wipe out the prime.
It would be cool if they were all different missions.
Yeah, it would have been kind of
Like,
cool.
maybe if one planet needed you to build stuff.
See how there's no... There it is! That's what we need! That's it.
Starfox, you read?
Razor.
I copy. What's up?
Sage managed to pick up a massive Nova signature out in space. It might be another spin drive. Think it's Wolf?
No way to know for sure. But if he has a way to reach Lilat, then we gotta
Bless
hurry.
you, Shadow.
You guys ready?
Good to go.
Our cat just sneezed.
Time to send Wolf packing.
Now the Starfox team wakes
Now they're
up.
here. Time to send wolf packing.
It's working.
Alright, so you guys heard it
We should've
first.
juiced up the Equinox a long time ago. Check this out.
What's going on?
I think I can boost our scanners for just a... Yes! Got something. Reading Legion activity near Atlas B.
Yes, way to go. Mason, you were right. That's gotta be Grax.
Using Starlink to get there will be quite the challenge. But it can be done. By my calculations, we'll need 1 Starlink tower per
The
second.
guy's uncomfortable to look
We already
at.
have the trade sector covered. That means we need 2 more.
So, looking at the star map, the frontier sector includes Vilas and Tundria. Shouldn't be too hard to get a tower there. The one in the dark sector, that needs to go on a Shar or Necrom. That'll be the toughest. I'd say save it for last, but the perks we get from securing the planet might be more advantageous early on.
Those are some tough choices. I'm on the case.
Alright, guys and gals, finally the story is nearing the end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, as next time we take on Star Wolf
Oh yeah!
with the Starfox team. God bless Navi Gaming. Thanks for watching. Check out some of the other cool videos on Kwings Let's Plays. Bye-bye.